Hi everyone, I'm Janneke from Books and Stitches and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back and checking me out again. This channel is all about books and cross stitch, though lately it's been mostly about cross stitch because I've been really struggling with reading. Well, with most things in general, but reading is one of the things. So I haven't read much at all, but I have been cross stitching a lot. So I'm going to show you my update on that. So yeah, this is a different episode a little bit from the others in that I have a surprise finish. If you've been following me, you know I have 5 works in progress at a time, and I want to start more things, but I want to finish things first. So like I want to switch them out as I finish them. But this month has been a bit different, and I will get to that in a little bit. We'll just start with the regular update first, I guess. So we'll start with whatever I grab first. Sorry. We'll start with the birds that I'm doing. Let me find the cover picture. This is what it will look like. The quality isn't great, but this is a kit from Lenarte, and the picture on the kit was really small, so I just looked for a picture online. So it was at least a little bit bigger. This is a kit by Lenarte, as I said, and the design is by Marjolaine Bastin. And I am doing this for my mother. And I have recently restarted this. So the last time you saw it, I had frocked everything and I'd made a tiny bit of a restart. But now I am a bit further. So this is what it looked like last time. And this is what it looks like now. You can't see it totally because of the hoop, but there's not much here. And I think what was here I'd already done last time. I'm not 100% sure of that anymore, but it's basically just finishing this bird. And lately I've been working mostly on this area and this bird. But yeah, I don't remember how much of this bird was already done last time I saw it. Because I thought last time the entire bird was already done. But according to my notes, I'd only done 380 stitches last video. So yeah, I think a lot of this bird is also new for you. But you'll see it better next time when the hoop is moved again. So since the last Flosstube video, I have done 2,165 stitches on this. Well, no, that's the total I have now. So I did about 1,800 stitches on this. And I'm very happy with that. Like, you can really see it starting to come together. And I like it a lot more than the original one. The original one was on this side of the fabric, which was just really busy, and the birds just kind of disappeared because of it, which is why I restarted it. And I like it a lot more now. So I'm very happy with that. This was spun for Ripco for this month, and I have upped the stitch count I want to do for Ripco because it used to be 1,000 stitches, but I thought things didn't really go that fast, and that was like basically what I did anyway, because I usually do around 1,000 stitches before I switch out projects. So I upped it to 2,500. So I've done about 1,000 stitches already this month, and I will put at least another 1,500 stitches into it. I don't think I ever mentioned the date. It is October 4th. No, it's October 8th. Wow, not all there. And it's been a little over a month since I last filmed. I don't know if there's anything else I forgot to tell you, but we'll get to it at some point. This is kit fabric, so I don't know the counts, but it is over 2. So it's mostly 2 over 2. I know the eyes in the birds are 3 over 2, and like the back stitching that I haven't done yet will be 1 over 2. But yeah, I like the way it's turning out to look now. So very happy and excited about that, because it's a lot more fun to work on now that I actually like the end result. So sorry for the crinkling. More crinkling. Okay, and then next we have the other thing that was spun for Ripco in October, which is my tablecloth. Yeah, this is all I've got to show you what it will look like, but it's basically just these flowers on the tablecloth. I have, since last time, finished a flower. I think it's this one, but they all look the same. So if not, you'll still see what it will look like. Um, this is what I have done. I don't think this is any counts, or maybe it is a count and I just don't know which one it is, because it's just like printed on and I just poke wherever it is, and I poke through the fabric, not really through holes. So it's a bit different. I think if I'm correct, I only need to do one more flower, which means if I finish my whip go board for October, I will finish this whole project, which I'm very excited about. This is my oldest project ever. And yeah, it's very nostalgic, but I don't like stitching it. So I'll be very happy that it's finished, just because it's like the first thing I ever started stitching on, and also because then I'll be done with it. So it's a bit of a double thing. But yeah, very excited that I will likely be finished with it. I know this is the last like full flower I need to do, but last time I saw a couple of stitches missing in a flower and I filled those in now, but I need to check every single flower to see if I'm missing any colors in them. But yeah, I will most likely finish this month, which is so exciting. And then I will get to start something new, which is also very exciting. I've already bought fabric for 2 different projects that I want to start, so I don't know which of those I'll start yet, but one of those 2 will be next. One of them I've shown you in the last video, which was the bee honey one. The other I have not, because I decided I wanted to do it like literally within the last month. I think within the last 2 weeks, to be perfectly honest. But that is a soda stitch one, and I'm also very excited about that. I will not be showing you either of them today. I'm sorry. I don't have them with me, and I don't think I'm capable right now of like looking them up and inserting them. But when I start them, I will definitely show you. And I won't be starting them this month yet, I don't think. But next month I will start one of those. We'll put this one away later because I need to fold it up again. So then the next thing is my birth samplers. This is a project that is basically 4 different ones. I have 3 nephews and a niece, and I want to make a birth sampler for each one of them. You've already seen 2 of them completed at this point, but one of them is now also framed, and I will try and insert a clip of that here. Hopefully that works. I did film a clip, but I've already given it away, so if it doesn't work, you won't be seeing it framed. But I did film a clip, so hopefully you will be seeing that now. Here it is. Doesn't it look nice? I am really happy with how it ended up looking. I will try and cover the name so you won't see that. Look! I think it looks great. So yeah, I am so happy with how that turned out. It's the first time I ever framed anything, and I think it turned out really well. I don't think it's something I would do for like big pieces, but for like these smaller ones, I think it's really nice to be able to do it myself. It's still quite expensive because just the frames are expensive, but it's a lot cheaper than getting it framed. So yeah, I am happy with how that turned out. And since the last time you saw me, I also started the next one. So far you've only seen me stitch 2 deers because I wanted to stitch 2 deers and 2 foxes, so both of the elder nibblings would get a deer and the younger ones would get a fox pattern. But it's like the same design, so they like fit together and they belong together, which I liked the idea. But I finished both deers now because I'm doing it in order of their birthdays so that I can give them to them on their birthday. So not necessarily how old they are, though coincidentally that also fits in the same order, but like what date their next birthday is so that I can give it to them on their next birthday. So I've given the one to my eldest nephew now, and he really liked it. He's the only one who's like old enough, I think, to have an opinion on that stuff, because the others are like toddlers or babies still, but he's like 10 or 11. I'm really bad with ages, but he's old enough to have like an opinion, and he really liked it, which I'm very happy with. So now I've started the third one and the first fox, and I have finished the little fox. I like it. I'm not 100% sure yet if I want to try and like backstitch this with the darker orange to make it clearer where the tail is, or if I like it like this. I'm not sure about that. So I guess let me know what you think. Do you think it looks good like this? Or do you think it would look better if I backstitched one of the darker oranges around here just to make this clear that this is the tail? Because it does have like a different color, but I'm not sure how like prominent that color is, especially from further away. So let me know your thoughts. But I finished the fox, and so now it's just time to do the leaves and the name and dates around it. Yeah, I don't know when I'll get to that, but this is what I've done since the last time you saw it. Very happy with it. No before picture for this one, just because the before was an empty piece of fabric. This is a new start. Also no before pictures for my tablecloth, which I just showed you, because I usually just stitch one flower. So the before picture again is just nothing but the pattern, I guess. Yeah, how did I fold this? There we go. Just fold the lines. This one stayed in a frame a bit longer than I usually put things in a frame, because I got a second hoop. So the hoop marks are a bit more pronounced, which makes it a bit more difficult to fold, because those are the most pronounced lines now instead of the folds. Anyway, yeah, I'm very happy with that. I did the entire fox, which is, let me check how many stitches that is. My laptop screen died. It's 1980, so about 2000 stitches. Okay, then the next thing I have to show you is my Aurora. This is a Dimensions kit. It's really pretty, but it's also, I think, my most difficult piece to work on, just because it's a Dimensions kit. You have half stitches, you have full stitches. Every stitch has a different amount of threads you need, and it just takes a while to wrap my head around. So I didn't do much on this one this month. I think I only did about 300 or 400 stitches on it, and I have no idea where those went, but I will show you, and I will show you before pictures, and maybe you can see where they went. Maybe it's like really obvious, or maybe it's just a bit more of the background and you won't notice, because it's not much of a difference this month. But this is where I'm at now. I actually have a parked thread for the first time, because this was the end of the hoop, but the color continues, so I figured I would just keep it here for when the hoop moves. But yeah, I think I've most likely then been filling in some background, because I don't think I had the parked thread in the last video. But yeah, I'm basically trying to fill in everything up to the fold so that I'm like halfway done. But with this project, like I said, it's all kinds of stitches because it's a dimension, and I can't really wrap my head around that. So I've been lately choosing whether I do half stitches or full stitches, and then just only doing those types of stitch during that like session or rotation or whatever. And then the next time I pick it up, I might do the other one. So I might do full crosses or half crosses, but I'm not mixing them anymore. So if a color next to the color I've been doing is a full cross, I will just ignore it and do half crosses if that's what I'm doing, because it just makes it a lot easier for me, I think. Also, I bought blending filament from Krynik. This piece has them in it, and I did get them with it because it's a kit, but the kit is really old, and when I got it, it was the first kit I ever got, and it was way too difficult for me. So the blending filament that I got is like basically destroyed now, just from being in a bag, I think. But I could not, it was just like in pieces. It was not good anymore. So I decided while I was buying fabric, I might as well buy some blending filaments. So I now have like a little roll. It's in a box somewhere because I won't need it for a while. But I now have a little spool of Cryonic blending filament, 32 pearl, I believe, because from what I found on the internet, that was the one that either Dimensions used, or that was like the closest to Dimensions used. So very excited about that. Kind of dreading using it, but very excited that I now have something that will be easier to use than the destroyed bits and pieces that are still left in the kits. But yeah, I'll probably do more of it this month, but it's not been spun, so I don't know. I usually work on every project every month, but yeah, it might just be another couple hundred stitches instead of 1,000, but I'll probably touch it again. Especially now that I have the Cryonic, I'm like excited to keep working on it, even though I'm not going to be anywhere near the Cryonic. Let me put this away again. Also, I'm not ever showing you any like projects bags, but that's just because I don't have any. It's like always just like either the plastic from a kit that a kit came in, or just like for the birth samplers, it's this little bag that the fabric came in. So it's like I don't have pretty project bags. I've seen a lot of really beautiful ones on Flosstube, but yeah, that's why I'm not showing you mine, because I just don't have them. So like I can show you the plastic the kits came in, but that's not very interesting. I think the only like whip that you have not yet seen is my Disney piece, and I have done a lot on that. Surprise, surprise. It is not surprising at all. It's like the whip I work the most on, which is why it's not on my whip go, because I know I'll work on it anyway. I did about 7,000 stitches on this one, and I am now at 4.85%. So this is where I am. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to be like film elsewhere so I can like stand up and show you more, but for now I can still do it sitting down. This is where I am. Oh, picture of where I was last time. I forgot to tell you that. I think I finished 2 pages since the last video. I know I finished 2 pages, but I don't think it was any more than that. I think it was just 2. I'm trying to hold this with one hand so I can like point it out, but that won't really work, I guess. I finished this page over here, which like finished the bottom of Sneezy, some of the paint spots on the floor. Yeah, not much else. The list, of course, and his feet. And then I moved on to this page, not this one, like this page, and finished that one. So now most of Sneezy is finished, and most of the lists as well, and some of the like background stuff. Yeah, so next I will move on to this page, in which case, not in which case, when I will finish most of the list. I think this corner is like just on the next page, so I don't know if it will be completely finished. Fill in all the blue black background again, and I think I will also start Snow White's arm, which is very exciting. I did not realize her arm would be on this page already. So yeah, very exciting. I never showed you what it would look like. God, you can tell that it's been a while. I forgot everything. This is what it will look like eventually. I'm working in this corner right now. So yeah, it's huge. But eventually this will be finished, like in, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. But like I said, I'm now at 4.85%. And I finished 7 pages now? 8 pages. I finished 8 pages now. Though a lot of those were partial pages because it's the bottom right corner. But still, I finished 8 pages. So very excited about that. Next I'm gonna, like I said, work on this 9th page. And then I'm going to be moving up towards finishing this little Dalmatian puppy and Dumbo. Working on Dumbo. And also a bit more of Snow White's arm and Cinderella's dress and like the staircase. But yeah, mostly once I finish this page, I will be working on this little Dalmatian puppy, because you can like see its little leg and collar, and I want to see its head. So yeah, very excited about that. I think it's looking beautiful. I'm so happy with this piece. This is like one of my favorite pieces. It's so pretty. Yeah, I just really love this one. So yeah, those were all the whips you know of. As you might have noticed, there is another one. So this was completely unplanned. Okay, I got a phone call, but I'm back now. What was I saying? Right, this project was completely unplanned. Um, Basically, I was having a really, really bad day and I just wanted to stitch something new and easy. And so I did. I already had the pattern because when I bought the birth samplers, there was like buy two, get one free deal or something like that. So I just picked the third one that I liked the most from that Etsy store, which was Lover's Stitch Shop, I think. Lover's Stitches Stop, something around those lines. If you want to know, I can check and let you know, but it's something like that. Anyway, I just bought a third pattern of it that I liked, and I still had a piece of fabric left over from when I frocked the fake Cinderella kit that I got, which I thought was real and turned out to be really bad quality. So I still had the fabric from it left over. So I started that and I finished it. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, 15,000 stitches. Like, it's not a small project. It's not like a big one. It's not like the Disney project, but it's not like small either. And I did the entirety of it basically in September. I don't know exactly when I started. It might be a bit before September, and I think I finished it a little bit into October, but like basically in a month I finished this entire thing. So yeah, that was not planned, but at least I'm still at 5 whips because this is started and finished. And this is it. It is a piece of the United Kingdom, as you can probably tell because it's written down. It is the shape of the United Kingdom, and then within it is a picture of London and the Big Ben, and I absolutely love it. You may or may not know, I studied English language for a while before I had to quit due to health reasons. And I've been to London multiple times and absolutely love it. It's like my favorite place to go. So yeah, I absolutely love this piece and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I don't know if you can actually see it, but hopefully you see some more detail now. Yeah, that is a finish and start. So you have not seen any of the progress because I started this since my last video and finished it. But I am so happy with how it turned out. And yeah, this is part of the reason why I really want to start one of those new projects as well, because I've noticed I just find it really comforting to have a piece that's just on 14 count, over 1, just easy. And I don't really have that in my others, I've noticed, because I think the birds are probably similar to 14 count, the crosses, but you do it over 2, so it's like 28 count or something. And I struggle a bit with doing it over 2. And then I think the dimensions kit would probably be closest to just being like 14 count, but it's so complicated because it's dimensions kit. So I've noticed I really enjoy just having an easy 14 count stitch I can work on. So both of the pieces of fabric I bought are 14 counts, though the pieces are both more complicated because there's a lot of back stitching, but still 14 count. So yeah, very excited to start one of those. I'm very happy I finished this one. I think that's it. I really don't have anything more to tell you. Again, hopefully it will take less long to film the next video, but knowing me, it likely won't. It'll probably take another month again. But I hope you enjoyed my progress. I mean, that's one pro of it taking so long. You can really see some progress in most pieces. If I filmed every week, I would obviously not be able to show you 7,000 stitches in a Disney piece or an entire start and finish in my London piece. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, let me know. Even if it's just like a little emoji. I know the struggles of commenting when your brain is just not cooperating. So, but I really appreciate it anyway if you do. And yeah, I really enjoyed filming this. I don't know what else to say. It's been too long. I've been watching a ton of Flosstube and loving it. So if you have any recommendations of Flosstubers you absolutely love, please let me know. Especially if they do a lot of full coverage stitches, because I love those. I've been watching a lot of The Rocking Stitcher, Stitchman Darcy, a ton of others who I just can't come up with right now. Needlecraft Danny, I've been watching a lot of Needlecraft Danny lately. They're all great. If you have any more recommendations of people who stitch a lot of full coverage, I would absolutely love to have them. So please let me know if you stitch if you have a Flosstube, let me know as well, even if it's not full coverage. I love watching more people. It's so weird because like whenever the month changes, a lot of people update, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm following so many people, I can't keep up with it. And then like a week later, when I finished all the like new month videos, I'm like, oh, I don't really have anything to watch. What am I gonna watch now? So it's weird. I'll probably watch most of them like a week or so later if they're at the beginning of the month, but then at the end of the month, I'm like, no one I'm following has updated. What should I watch now? What should I do? And I'll just type Flosstube into YouTube and see where it leads me. But I'm rambling. I should stop filming. It's too early to think, so everything that comes into my mind just immediately flows out of my mouth. Thank you so much for watching. I will update you again, hopefully with a finish on my tablecloth. Maybe with a new start, but I don't think I'll start a new thing this month. I'll just finish it. Yeah. I'll see you next time. Bye.